Hello, everyone. My name is Maggie Abdullah, and I'm the Director of Sales for the Eastern United States. Sorry, couldn't get that out. For Bennett Mercado Hospitality. Today, you've joined us to learn more about the Jamaica Inn, and we have with us Ella Owens, their Sales and Marketing Manager, to personally share it from the island. With all that said, I would like to turn it over to Ella. Welcome, Ella.
Thank you so much, Maggie. And thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing anything else. And I really appreciate, everybody signing up and being a part of this meeting today. So I'll jump right into it. So Jamaica is really a gem of the Caribbean. It's one of the last luxury traditional hotels on the island. We've been around for over 60 years. We're family owned, independently operated, and have been for over 3 generations. We're currently owned by the Morrow family, and we're located in Ocho Rios, and we're nestled in a perfectly beautiful private cove. One of the things that we're most known for is our personalized service, and of course, our 700 square foot champagne colored beach. We have 55 suites on property, and we have a number of room categories, including our standard rooms, our balcony suites, as well as our cottages. So we're an hour and a half from either airport, and even though it looks longer from Montego Bay, it isn't. So usually once guests land, they're greeted at the airport with our private car transfers, and from the moment they arrive to the moment they reach to the lobby area, they're perfectly taken care of. And we, as I mentioned before, we were built in the 1950s. We would have a number of celebrities with us on property, including Marilyn Monroe, Joan Collins. Many persons don't know that Meghan Markle's first wedding was actually held on property. We've also had Winston Churchill and Errol Flynn with us in the 50s and 60s. So we've always been the quintessential hangout spot for a lot of luxury elite on property. So immediately once guests enter the property, they know exactly what they're traveling for. Fantastic views of the Caribbean Sea, stunning views from every angle. We have extensive gardens. We're located on 8 acres, and we have a very small sustainable footprint with only 2 stories. And of course, our 700-foot beach. One of our owners, Mr. Peter Morrow, he used to say that there's more than enough room to have a private conversation, and we can't help but notice that the color is not just white sand, it's champagne colored. So it is very unique, and we got first pick of the island landscape in the 50s and 60s, and we're so proud to be stewards of this beautiful beach area here. And from August to December every year, we have turtle hatchings on property. So last year, we released over 5,000 turtles. And this year, we're hoping to well surpass that amount as well. We also have Teddy's Beach Bar, as well as our main pool area. And of course, our sweet girl Shadow. I'll talk more about her in the presentation coming up. And we have a number of room categories, the first of which is the balcony suite, which is our entry-level room category. This suite is usually located on the 2nd floor. And of course, we have stunning views of the ocean or beach area, and to the left, the mountain landscape. Our second highest room category is the Deluxe Friendless suite. One particular feature about this room is that you have an external furnished veranda space, and you can have your breakfast, lunch, or your dinner served in the comfort of your room. Our room service team has impeccable timing, so your appetizers, your entrees, and your desserts are served separately. So it is like having a small resort type feel or a home type feel, all in the comfort of your room. You don't open your window to look at a brick wall. You have lovely views of the beach and the garden area as well. Another view from the veranda space. I love the fact that you can walk barefoot throughout your room. Nobody else will be coming through unless you permit the same. There are private entrances that lead out to the walkway and then onto the beach area. You can also have specific lunch or private candlelit dinner set up as well as a surprise, and everything can be set up from the external area as well. Our third highest category is the Premier Veranda Suite. We have 2 main types, those over the water, where you can feed hundreds of sergeant major fish that come up for breakfast. And we also have those on the beach wing. These are also one of our most popular rooms because you're literally sleeping steps away from the beach area. This is just a property map just showing you the outline of the accommodation options. So you have our luxury cottages to the right from 1 to 7. We have both 1 and 2 bedroom cottage options, as well as our beach bungalow suites. And as you can see, all rooms have an ocean view. We have the perfect combination of modern and traditional room accommodation options. This is Cottage 3, one of my favorites on property. It has an open floor plan layout, and all our cottages have a surrounding furnished terrace area, infinity plunge pools, and private entrances to the sea. And Cottage 3, as you can see, is the only one with a lower deck, so each cottage is unique. And we do have specific guests fighting over cottages when they come to stay with us. We only have 7 of them, so of course they're in high demand. But if available, our reservations team will be happy to lock a particular cottage based on request. Cottage 7 is one of the largest cottages on property. It's about 2,200 square feet with the master bedroom on the 2nd floor. And it has a beautiful bathroom area with indoor and outdoor showers. And of course, fantastic views from the bedroom area there. And Cottage 6 is the only one with an outdoor tub. So each cottage has a unique feature that is distinct. And of course, we have our beach bungalows. These were recently added to the inventory. They're 1 bedroom open air suites. They are fully air conditioned, but they also have full kitchenettes, a living room area, as well as a full spacious bathroom. And of course, they also own that private beach area there. We have 2 restaurants on property, the Shanty restaurant as well as a terrace restaurant. At Shanty, guests can have breakfast and lunch, and the terrace is usually for private dining in the evenings. We have some of the freshest local ingredients. We have a really incredible culinary team who is able to make any dish upon request. We do have a number of guests who have specific dietary requirements. Our executive chef, Maurice, is willing to meet with them and craft specific plans throughout the guest stay. And of course, we have cocktails on our terraces in the evening, as well as complimentary tea time from 4 to 5 p.m. And most nights, the weather is fine, so there's dancing in this open floor plan area here, as well as live entertainment in the semicircular area. And of course, we have multiple private dining dinner options with candlelight dinners and beach cabana setups for anniversaries and other special events. We have our award-winning ocean spa. We were just named the #1 hotel spa in Jamaica by the World Spa Awards. So we have no need for cheesy Oriental music because we have the natural sound of the Caribbean Sea crashing against the bluff. And our ocean spa, we have a number of treatment options, including CBD treatments, Voya seaweed treatments, as well as fruit and body smoothies. And of course, we have our sauna. I know it looks a little bit like a hobbit house, but it holds 6 persons, and it's used as a precursor to some of our existing treatments on property. We also have our saltwater sea bath. And we have multiple activities on property, including our non-motorized water sports, paddle boarding, kayaking, our hobby. And we also have multiple activities on property, including our shop and cook tour with our exec chef. And of course, our sweet girl Shadow, we call her the director of guest relations. She's here. You can schedule playtimes with her. She's a very sweet girl. And she follows me on all my site inspections, and I'm sure she'll be happy to welcome all our guests home. And anybody who knows Ocho Rios knows that it's a mecca for entertainment. On the weekends, persons from Kingston and Montego Bay, the other parishes, usually come down just to lime and relax. And it's a perfect place to do ATV tours, zip lining, bobsledding, river rafting at Martha Bray, and of course, rosé and croquet. On the weekends, we have croquet classes, and you can have a complimentary glass of rosé while learning how to play croquet. And all these main activities are within 10 to 15 minutes away from the hotel. And of course, we have other locations for cocktail parties and other small events. We can host weddings up to 200 guests on property. And we have our passion project, the Jamaica Inn Foundation. It really was started with Mrs. Belinda Morrow, the wife of one of our owners, and multiple stakeholders in the local area. She has actually worked very hard with the local fishermen who are now certified wardens to protect the coastline. And already we're seeing such signs of life with new coral tree planting and new signs of fish and conch in the local area, even pelicans returning. And even with no guests currently being on property, we're already seeing so much new growth, and we're really excited to see what the outcome of all these efforts are going to be in the next 2 to 3 years. Upcoming promotions, we have our Fall into Savings special, and on into next year we have our Sun and Spa special as well, where you can receive free nights or a percentage discount. Not to worry, we'll be sending all that information to you at the end of the presentation. And one of the most exciting things I'm so happy to share with you is that while we're closed, we're actually inviting guests to join us live on Facebook and Instagram every day, twice a day, at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. We have a whole listing of activities and events to show you guys. We have so many talented staff members painting, singing, how to speak patois, which is Jamaican Creole language, yoga classes, you name it, we have it on the roster, and we're happy to provide, interactive, fun things to watch. We even had our mentor band that plays, so you can have a drink in hand while watching the mentor band play familiar sounds and reggae music and more modern music mixes as well. So we really want to invite guests to be a part of all that we have to offer during this time, and we really want to be on the forefront of their minds when they do decide to rebook with us. So we're looking forward to having your guests in the future. We also have a great toolkit, which I'm sure Maggie will include on future newsletters. So there are perks and incentives for agents to book, and we're looking forward to having all of your guests with us in the next few months. So thank you so much.
Wonderful, Ella. Thank you. Some questions have definitely come in, so I'm going to start with questions. Going back to the turtle hatchings, can you review what time of the year the turtle hatchings are, and is the beach access limited during that time?
No, beach access is not limited during that time. The good thing is that the nests are 4 feet and more below the surface, so there is no limitations on where you can walk on the beach itself. We usually protect them with a mesh and then cover them back up with sand. And turtle hatching season is from August to December of every year. So we like to say if you send your guests in August or September, you're almost guaranteed to see a turtle hatching. We've had up to 6 nests and different hatching periods every week. From the moment the mama turtle lays to the next 90 days, we have on average 100 to 150 hatchlings in every nest. So each guest has multiple opportunities to see a baby turtle make its way to the sea. It really is a fun experience. We plan to show live hatchings on Facebook Live as well and Instagram, so you can stay tuned for that process. But it really is a memorable experience, and we're super excited to share it with everybody.
Great. The next question is regarding the beach bungalows. Sorry, it just jumped around. What is the starting rate for the beach bungalows?
Sure. So it depends on the season. So right. The beach bungalows start from about $610 per room per night, double occupancy before taxes, and it goes as high as $1,160 US in high season. So in summer, from about April to October, it's about $610.
Okay. Next question is, what are some special tours or draws to the area that agents may not know about, and are activities commissionable by booking through the hotel?
Okay, activities are not commissionable, but there's so many different things to do in the local area. Some of the places I go when I'm on vacation with my family are Blue Hole, Frenchman's Cove. Frenchman's Cove is about 2 hours away from Jamaica Inn. It's in Portland. A lot of the hidden areas that persons tend to want to go while on vacation are usually in the South Coast, so Treasure Beach, areas like that. But near to Jamaica Inn in particular, the river rafting is off the beaten track. There's a place called Island Gully Falls. There's many hidden gems all along this area here. We're all within 30 to 40 minutes of the hotel if you'd like to go. But if you send me an email, I'll be happy to craft an itinerary and give you all the insider tips and what to take. There's also Boston Jerk, which is world famous jerk chicken, and a great beach there as well. There's so many different things to do in and around the local area.
Great. Someone may have missed it, but how many total rooms do you have at Jamaica Inn, and is there a minimum night requirement for a buyout?
Yes, we have 55 suites on property, and it's usually a 3-night minimum stay for groups of 10 rooms or more.
Okay.
So for weddings
and
other incentive groups, it would be 10 rooms or more. In order to get a special run of the host rate, it has to be 10 rooms or more.
Okay. Where did you say was the best airport to fly into?
Well, I travel very often for work, and for most of my flights, I take from Montego Bay. They have the most direct flight options. The Kingston route is the most scenic, most beautiful way to really get a feel for the island. You see all the rolling hills and all the homes and everything, all the towns you're passing through. Both are beautiful, both the same distance, but I think it's easier to come in through Montego Bay, especially from New York, of course. Lots of direct flight options.
Okay. Is the hotel family friendly, and are there any family specific activities?
Yes, we are definitely family friendly. We do have a lot of families that travel here in the summer. We do accept children on property 10 years and older all year round. And we have lots of activities, including our water sports. Of course, shadow is key to any family activity. We have Mystic Mountain, Dolphin Cove that's nearby as well, many beaches and rivers nearby for swimming. The good thing about being in Ocho Rios is that we're halfway in between Kingston and Montego Bay. So it's easy to stay at Jamaica Inn and plan an itinerary that includes Kingston, Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, bicycle tours, visit Bob Marley's museum, Devon House ice cream, and then take another day, head into Montego Bay, go to some of the hidden beaches there, the great food, nightlife. The good thing is that you don't lose 3 or 4 hours or half a day trying to get to a destination because we're halfway in between everything. Or you could simply just stay on property and do nothing at all, which is an option that many of our European guests love to do. So whether they're, your family is adventurous or just more low key, there's so many different aspects of the property that the guests will be able to enjoy.
You alluded to Shadow. What generation is Shadow?
Shadow is a 4th generation black lab.
Okay.
She actually turned 6 a few days ago.
Oh, happy birthday to Shadow. Is there a fitness center on the property?
Yes, there's a fitness center on property. It has all the latest equipment and it's open 24 hours.
Next question is regarding to your estimated reopen date.
Oh, this one is a tricky one. To be honest, no one really knows. We're hoping for September, some say October, but this is really dependent on our government regulations and laws, travel bans, flight restrictions. So I can say a date, but it's not definitive. It would have to be a collective decision from our executives and our owners, but we'll be sure to inform everybody as soon as our doors are open. It's one of the reasons why we've maintained these virtual experiences, because we want to ensure guests that we're here and we're here to stay and we're ready to open our doors and receive everybody that is ready to come back. We do anticipate an influx of guests. We have, persons emailing me constantly, agents saying they can't wait to return. We just want to make sure that we're ready when we do decide to open our doors. And we're working very hard to do refurbishing and updates to all our suites and cottages so that we're good to go and looking brand spanking new for when we do decide to open.
Very good. Next question is regarding the restaurants off property, and I also thought this would be a good opportunity for you to highlight your dine around option for all inclusive. And the question was, are there restaurants off property nearby that you recommend for guests, and is there a town or area for shops?
Right. We do have a great all-inclusive meal plan option. When you choose the all-inclusive meal plan option at Jamaica Inn, you have the opportunity to sample any 3 or 4 restaurants nearby, all included in the price of the all-inclusive meal plan. So in addition to the 2 restaurants on property with both international and local cuisine, you can sample Indian cuisine, Italian cuisine, authentic Jamaican cuisine at Miss T's, for example. So we also have many restaurants nearby, including fisheries and other small jerk huts and very laid back food options. Example, Scotches. I don't know if you've had that before, Maggie. Fantastic jerk chicken. So there's lots of options excellent. Nearby. Yes, I guess can enjoy.
I had the oxtail at Miss T's. It was amazing.
Yes.
Next question is, would you recommend clients renting a car to explore easily, or is it not easy to do?
Absolutely. I think if you can drive in New York, you can drive anywhere in the world. I have done it. I don't profess to be a NASCAR driver, but if I can do it, anybody can.
Okay.
So I do highly recommend renting your car. But if not, you want to be taken care of. We have excellent drivers who are also tour guides, and they're so knowledgeable. You can learn so much from them, all the insider knowledge. Who better to learn from than someone who has been living here for such a long period of time, and they take such expert care of our guests. So whether you rent a car, it's just easier, more flexible. I think they're both good options, but I do recommend renting a car if you'd like. You can go into local towns, you can explore on your own. We can draft an itinerary for you. Our concierge team is happy to assist in that regard as well. So whether you book a driver or rent a car, I think they're both good options.
Okay. There was a question about kitchenettes, and I believe you only have kitchenettes in the bungalows, but are they functional enough to cook a full meal, or is it more just for small meals?
Okay, so, and I'd just like to do a humble plug. Every Friday at 12 p.m. we have an insider view, a virtual tour of all our cottages and suites. Last week I did Cottage 6, and this week we're going to do Cottage 3. So all our 2-bedroom cottages actually have a kitchenette area. So it does have a cooktop. It's not an extensive kitchen where you can cook a huge meal, but if you'd like to prepare small items, you can make something while on property. But we have such a great room service team and affordable menus that we don't have many guests that cook in the kitchenette areas per se. They usually just order and hibernate for days. But if you'd like to make something, the kitchenette areas are available in the 2-bedroom cottages, and of course, the bungalows have the advantage of the full kitchen areas, huge kitchens in the bungalows. So you will be able to prepare meals there as well.
Okay. Last couple questions is regard to diving. Do you have relationships with scuba diving outfitters, and what is the best side of the island for scuba diving?
Okay, so we have close to our west wing, we have a great area for snorkeling. It's near also to the White Suite. That's the best area for snorkeling and for seeing all the beautiful marine life that we have on that side of the property. We also have great relationships with hotels nearby that have specific scuba diving programs that you can see ruins and other marine life as well. So we'll be happy to craft that type of experience if anybody is interested.